Alright, how's it going, guys? Just got done with another live stream messing around with the copper and the new trains a little bit. I added in a dual track here as much as I could because I set this up right here so it's kind of in the way. And you can see that we have an issue again down here where I still don't have my signals quite right. I'm going to fix that in a bit. But I did get all three of the copper trains there changed around, and I started setting up this here, which is making our nuclear assembly machines. And we need those for making the Neutron activator. So this is what we're actually setting up today. And it looks like I need fusion tech, titanium metal composite, carbon fiber, and high energy circuit. So as per usual anymore, we are going to just request that off of the network. So we need the high energy crystal, we need the composite from buffer, and then we need the fusion tech, which I do not need 1,000 of. I think for this we only need 100, so that's perfectly fine there. And then the titanium metal composite, we'll have 100 of those as well. And then that will get this all made for us. And then we will have this output down there into a buffer chest. Let's use a storage chest. And then we'll set that to our Neutron activator. And we will set this so that we only keep Neutron activator is less than, and I'm gonna say 10. I'm guessing we're not gonna need more than 10 of these. Our hydrogen refining 3 is almost done. I just got done at the beginning of the live stream doing the hydrogen refining 2. So we're now going down to 3, which will get us into our exotic matter stage. But I'm going to go ahead and do the orbital exploration next, so we can get that done and out of the way, and then we will get into all of this fun stuff. By the way, the hydrogen refining, these are the different things we have over here, so we can come up here and take a look at that, because I do believe that's going to become necessary here pretty soon. Yes, I still have not decommissioned this. It's still running. Don't know why. I'll get to it eventually. Okay, so our hydrogen refining right now. Oops, that's the wrong one. That's not what I was looking for. This is what I was looking for. So currently we have it set on the initial one, which is 150 water, will give us 100 hydrogen and 500 oxygen. And that's a 1 second craft time. Or we can do 300 water, or we can do 650 water. So all it's basically doing is giving us a larger amount to do in the same amount of time. So we're going to go ahead and set it up to that third one. for the moment. And then when we get into this one, it's going to give us 1K hydrogen is what we're going to get out of this one. So we'll change that over later. So what I was looking at here was for us to run the tokamak, we need deuterium and tritium. And currently, our deuterium and tritium tanks are quite low. But if we use this neutron fluid, we can turn protium into one less protium and one extra deuterium. And then we can also turn deuterium into tritium. It'll do 10 deuterium, 1 neutron fluid equals 9 deuterium and 1 tritium. So we're basically taking the 10 tritium we have and turning one of them into tritium by bombarding it with some neutrons. One of those neutrons needs to stick. So that is what I'm looking at setting up right now. Is we're going to try to set up these two, but we have to get our nuclear fuel first, or our nuclear fluid first. And it looks like from here we have neutron fluid from thorium, from uranium-233, 235, MOX, and from charged neutron containers. Now, the charged neutron containers, from what I can see, are going to run from our stellarator up here, which is still running great. We can change the recipe in this, which I don't want to do. I may set up another one later to do this, but right now we have so much nuclear fuel, I don't see a reason to do that versus using some of our nuclear fuel. So our hydrogen refining just got done, so let's go ahead and start the orbital exploration. This is only 1,000, so it'll go pretty quick. And that is also going to get us to our exotic matter stage. We have to get space exploration and deep space exploration done. And then we can get into the future trains and the exotic matter stage. So what I was looking at is we have over here just butt tons of thorium sitting here that we have loaded up in chests, more than what we need. And honestly, we could change our reactors over using something better if we needed to. So what I'm thinking about doing is it's kind of two parts. I want to change this area here to be able to go through and centrifuge all of our different fuel rods once they're consumed. So I'm going to have to change this over a little bit to get extra centrifuges in there for each one of the things. And then I also want to set up a thing for using the assembler to make the neutron fluid from thorium, from 233, 235, and MOX we can't do because we don't have plutonium yet, but eventually we'll add that in as well. And so for right now, we're going to do these three: the thorium, the uranium-233, and the 235. And we're going to do that right over here in this area. I also want to, while we're here, I want to take out this bank of accumulators, and we have 3 of those here. And I want to come over here in this dead space that we're not using, and I want to set them up over here. Now I can't do it there because there's something there. That's one of our things, so I'm going to do another one down right here, and I'll have to put in a radar so I can see that area, but that'll get that started, and we can go ahead and take all of these out of here and use those to take care of that. And that'll give us more area over here to work on some of this nuclear stuff that we're needing to do. And I think I'm going to go ahead and take this out. We really don't use it. So I'm going to go ahead and have it removed as well. And I'll have to check my grid and make sure that there's oops, let me get that connected properly. There we go. I'll have to check my grid here in a second and make sure that we don't have to put a, I think we're definitely going to have to put one in. I'll just throw it right there since this is kind of the middle of where we do things. And then we can just put that right there, and then they can go and collect all of that. And I'm going to go and get all of this out of my inventory. They can drop it off where it needs to be, and then they can go and do all their work over there. I have taken probably 500 construction bots out of the system today alone, trying to get all of them changed over to the newer ones, and it looks like we still have quite a few in there. So I'll go and check this one when we get done and pop it out of there. But let's look and see how I'm going to do this. So we're going to put a little bit of room in between each of these, and we'll leave 4 of them. And we might as well do it right in line here. So that, and we'll put one more in for if and when we ever do the Neutron thing. Alright, so we're going to take a requester chest. We're going to set that here, and we're going to have that go into there, and it's going to give us a used one and the fluid. So we're going to have to put a for right now, we're going to put a buffer chest there, and we're going to have that go that direction. Now, one thing that I haven't done is ever be able to check the actual network of how many thoriums I have, how many of these that I have in here. And that's something I want to do now. So I want to set up a circuit thing so that it'll read how many are in there. Hey, we sent another rocket. By the way, with working on copper and stuff, I've sent like 2 rockets. What's holding my rocket back currently is my rocket fuel. And as you can see, the space stuff is emptying out and into our chest here. And we've got 1.5, now 1.6 just sitting there waiting for when we need it. And it's completely empty before our next rocket is anywhere close to being done. I did, to go along with that, I also added in this down here, making more of the frames. That's how we're keeping up on our frames now. And it actually looks like the control units are what's holding us back currently, but that's probably because of the copper issue we have because of my train backlog up here that I need to get fixed, which it looks like... Oh, nope, that was a stone moving. Let's just take this guy, send him back to... oh, he can't even do that because of... Now, let me set that to manual. Pull that back to right there. So I need to make sure that this one is connected there, is connected there. So we want that to go to drop off. Alright, so when he goes into there, that shows that this is red. So if I take this train and I set it here, that shows that this one is red. So where is this one getting a signal from? Oh, it's from that one. Get rid of that. Okay, that was my issue. Alright, so we got rid of that, and I probably should get rid of that one as well. And let's get rid of these 2, so that the only thing we have that can read is this is the incoming, that's the outgoing, this is incoming and outgoing, that's incoming and outgoing. And what they have to do in that center bit is up to them. If this was up just a little bit higher, I wouldn't have to have this center bit, but because I didn't plan this out on a grid, well, it's an issue. And you know what? It has been long enough. I am getting rid of all these trees. They're all dead as hell. There's no real reason to keep them. And I did have a suggestion that I could take out all of my water things here. And I probably will. I've already started on it. I've already got no fuel coming in here. There's just steam coming from the reactor over there, which I'll deal with that as well. But currently, this steam engine is making us steam out of all of the excess wood we have. So our excess wood goes in there, it gets burned up, it makes steam, it makes us a little power. I don't really care. Alright, so let's get back to how we're going to set up this little network thing here. which I actually have no idea how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to figure out a way to do it. Alright, so this box is completely full. And that is what we need to read. And then I need to know... I take one of these and place it there. I can't remember how to take the... I know there's a way that you can place it down and remove the wires from it, because Overmind had done it. It like did it automatically when he placed it. And he said he always places it that way so he can control what's connected. And honestly, it doesn't matter that it's connected to power. I just would like to know. So if anybody knows how to do that, let me know. But we're going to run this along. That's already connected over to this one. So then, daggone it. That needs to go there. And now from here, we can go to that one. And we can go from that one to this one. And then we need to get another one over here that we can connect it to. So we'll go there. So we can go from here. Hello. Thank you. Oh, it won't reach that far. Alright. I didn't see the wire disconnect. It looks like here is about as close as I can go. So we'll go from there to there. And it looks like I can put one here. And then I should be able to connect from here. Oh, it was so close. It's like there, maybe? I actually have no idea how close these things have to be, but let's... Here to there. And then we just need to get up to these so I can go down to there, up to here, and then we can just go right across to here. That's green. I want red. Go from there. Oh, you were so close. There. Then up to there. And then we can just drop one right there. Alright, and now what I want to do with that is we're going to put a power pole here. And we're going to connect from there to there and then down to this one. And then we're going to tell this one that if our thorium is less than, and I'm going to say half a chest, say 2,000. Yeah, if it's less than 2,000, it'll turn this off, and we won't be able to put any more in there. So then we'll tell this that we need 20 thorium, and then it should do its thing. So there's the thorium. It goes in, it consumes, it makes the fluid, it outputs, and then these should get picked up and dropped off down here to be centrifuged and made into our 233. And we have our 233 being made right here. And then it's making 238 out of it. And this is requesting 233, which we don't currently have because we've turned it all into fluid or into fuel. So now we're going to do the same exact thing, and we're going to connect from there to here to there, and then from there up to there. And now we can copy these, paste them here, and instead we want to make this one the uranium 233. Yeah, I know you just got thorium, which you don't need. It can go over there. So now I can put this here, and we can set this to that one. We can tell it the same exact thing for the uranium 233. So if anytime we drop below 2,000 of them here, it'll turn this off, or 2,000 of the thorium, it'll turn it off. Now, what I probably should do, since we have more thorium, is I should probably set up a combiner. What are you? You're attacking my train tracks again. Why did they attack tracks? Of all things to attack, why are you attacking the track? You can pass the track. Alright, give me a second. Let me go deal with this, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, basically, I just built me a wall that runs from... I already had built a wall from the coal here down and over. I probably should have went all the way to this corner, but I had them coming into this area and attacking the track in this area, so I just added that. So this time I just made one that connected from there to there, filled it with turrets, and we're good. I do need to get a which, speaking of, let's go ahead and do that. I need to get one of these put in here. That way it can blow these guys out of this area when they come in there. I've been adding them strategically around here. I did go ahead in the live stream, by the way, or actually before the live stream, I got this done last night. So we have another copper pickup down here. This one's got almost 10 million in it. And then during the live stream, we started setting up this one. But I don't have a train going to it yet. I need to finish that later. But right now, we're going to see if I can figure this out. So, if I set this to if thorium is greater than uranium-233, then give me a signal of 1. That should work. So then, if I hook up a red one from here up to there, that will give me that'll tell me that the thorium is at 960, the uranium-233 is at, shit, screwed that up, is at 579. So then I can take from the output of there and I can connect it down here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm actually going to need a second one of these. Hold on. So I need to disconnect this, which is still going to be off for the moment because there's no thing in there. But what we need to do, take that back off of there. So then, if it has a signal of, let's see, that's a signal of 1 at 1. So then, if our signal of 1 is, how do I want to do this? Let me think for just a sec. So this is going to tell us that thorium is more than the uranium, which is going to give us a signal of 1. So then our signal of 1 needs to come down here and tell this to turn on, but only if our uranium is over that one. Okay. So then if uranium-233 is greater than, and we want that at 2K. There we go. And then that will give us a, I'm going to go ahead and tell this a signal of 1 as well. So then, if I do a green from here to here and to there, this will have to have a 1 signal of 2. Oh, wait a minute. No. We need to change this to less than. Because we need to know if the thorium is lower than the uranium. Then we want to turn on the uranium. And currently, our thorium is higher. So this is not getting a 1 signal. Oh, we gotta do... We gotta connect this to there. Okay, so now this one should be reading our uranium. So if it's greater than 2, give me a signal set to 1. So now this should actually be 0, right? So if this is getting a 1 signal, which I'm actually going to change this to green, because green uranium makes sense to me. Alright. So, if green 1, if this is over, give me a green 1. And then if that is the case, I should be getting a green 2. So this should say equals 2. So if thorium is higher, and if we have over 2000, then turn this one on. And currently, I don't know why that says we only have 960. Because this is reading that it can run. Excuse me. So I'm not quite sure. Let's see. This right here, yeah, it says it has 960. So we need to change that number to less, which should mean that this is turned off currently. So we want to set this to, say, 500. So if it's greater than 500, turn it on. So then we want this one, we're going to set it for like 250. Which means this is still off. So that means that our neutron fluid will always come from thorium before it will come from the 233. Now, this should also mean, because we have this set to turn off at 500 over there, that we should never get to where this is greater than that. So I guess we need to put this at, say, 750 because then it can be higher than what we have this one set at. And then it can use down to... Man, we'll see how this works. I think this should work. Alright, so then we can finally set up to make our fluid, or to do our deuterium, which this is a 10-second craft to make deuterium, and it is a 10-second for tritium. So I'm guessing by the way this is going to work, we're going to need, for one, I need the machine we just set up, which I thought I had some in my inventory, but I don't see them. Oh, I can find out by doing this. Yeah, I don't have one. Alright, let's go grab one. We'll grab these 10 because I'm guessing I'm probably going to want to do a lot of these. Which also means I'm probably going to want to set up more than just one of these for nuclear fuel for each type. But this is a prototype to see what we're going to do here. So we're going to do this one for making deuterium. And we need to have fluid come in there. So we're going to bring this up to there. We're going to leave this area for any circuitry stuff we want to do. But I can go ahead and move this one over to there. I want to tell it to do Deuterium. So then we need to get our fluid in here, and we can do the protons in and the protium in and protium out. Alright, so we're going to do that. That'll give it its fluid. And now we're going to have to bring our protium in. And this is where we're going to have to make sure that we have room for protium, which we're going to do basically the same thing we do with our that I did over here for the water. We'll just do a tank that always has room, and then it'll be able to recycle it back and forth. So we need to get this coming out of here and down to there. So if I do this here, oh, we already have one going up that way. So that is right there, and that is going up to there. I'm just going to go ahead and let's see. We're setting this up here. So if I run it basically right through here, it won't be in the way, and then I can run it right down there. So give me a second, let me get this ran, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and ran the protium over here, which we have going to this pump right here. And now we're going to set a signal from there to the pump. And this can hold 25K. So we're going to tell the pump that if protium is at, we'll say 15. Okay, so if it's at less than 15, it'll pump in protium. There we go, we're at 15K. So now that will leave room for us to take our protium that we get out of here and run it back up in. So we can just recycle it right back around. So just like that. So it'll feed the protium in, it'll run, it'll make the deuterium and the protium will come out, it'll go right back into the tank, and it'll only get more if there is room for it to go in there. So now we're going to set up a tank up here, and that will be for our deuterium. And we want to keep this bitch full. So we're not worried about it being at any certain level. Now for the tritium, that's going to be a little bit different, because for the tritium, we actually need to use deuterium, not protium. And again, it's going to take 10 of them. And for our tokamak reaction, we need either 200 deuterium or we need 100 deuterium and 100 tritium. Well, we can go ahead and for now just do deuterium, because that'll give us 110k versus 180k if we want to run tritium. So we can go with this for right now, and we can just set up multiples of these. But I'm guessing if we want to run the deuterium and tritium, we're going to have to set up 10 of the deuteriums to 1 of the tritiums. So I'm not going to mess with setting up the deuterium one at the moment, or the tritium one at the moment. We're just going to stick with this one for now and let it run and make us deuterium. As I said, we're fine on power. We don't need to worry about power right now. So I'm not worried about setting up the tokamak yet. I'm sure we're going to need it at some point. But right now, we're just going to let this run. So I will work on getting these other ones set up and the centrifuge area changed over, probably in a live stream. So if you'd like to see it, check it out. I will leave a card up here in the corner if you'd like to go back and see what we did messing around with the trains a bit. I can't say you're really going to learn anything because it's me messing around trying to learn trains myself. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.